Next concept of immunology. So whether we are taking the types of immunity already we discussed into the in this chapter. Next, to understand about the immune system and total immunity in the human body, how it is working and what are the components they are involving. So in that the concept of immunology we are discussing into the different factors. First one is the lines of immunity. Lines of immunity. What is meant by the lines of immunity means here the immunity system or immune system we are taking means it giving the protection. It forms the resistance against to the other pathogens by a number of stages. Generally these stages are called as the lines we call. So they are the first line, second line and the third line immunity are forming in the human body. So first of all we are taking the first line immunity. First line immunity. Suppose the pathogens like as a virus, bacteria, fungi, so protozoans or whatever it may be the pathogens, they enters. So they are trying to enter into the body because the humans are always exposed to these different varieties of the pathogens continuously. So the first barrier system, whatever it is presented or whatever it is protecting our body, they comes under the first line of the immunity. That is first defense system. That is the first line of the immunity. What are those means? Generally skin, mucus layer, lysozymes of the tears and the saliva. We are taking means these are comes under the first line of the immunity. Already yesterday the innate immunity, the physical and the mechanical barriers. So we discussed how the skin is acting as a physical barrier, mucus how it is involving into the immunity, and the lysozyme activity how they are performing into the bacteria and the virus how they are killing. So those are we are discussed into the innate immunity itself. So these are involving into the first line. So that means these are either the physically or the physiologically. Lysozyme we are taking the physiologically. Tears and saliva contain the lysozyme. The lysozyme, the activity of the lysozyme, the cell wall of the bacteria is going to degrade. That means bacteria is destructing by the lysozymes only. So like this, the skin is also a physical barrier. It secretes in the sweat and the oil we are taking. So it is protecting. And the mucus also a sticky material or the sticky secretion and it traps into the pathogen molecule. So like this the first level of protection is forming. So that is comes under the first line of the immunity. Next one, second line. Suppose the pathogen is processed into the first line of the immunity. So in these barriers they are processed. The pathogens are processed in the skin, mucus and the lysozyme. They enters into the body. So these are the outside of the body. Before that the entering of the body itself is protecting. So suppose it is enters into the body, that time phagocyte, NK cell and inflammation and the fever. Generally the phagocytes and the NK cells. Phagocytosis process, NK cell, natural killer cells. These two also yesterday we discussed in the cellular medium. The cellular factors we are taking. Cell mediated factors we are there. The phagocytes are involved in the phagocytosis process. Natural killer cells we are taking, these are involving into the tumor suppression or the cancer cell destruction process we know that. So by the mechanism. And then inflammation. Sometimes suppose the pathogen, virus or the bacteria enters into the particular one region, the immune reactions are started. They are nothing but as a inflammation and the fever, the raising of the body temperature, or the inflammation, swelling, so redness, itching, so vasodilation. These properties are conducted into the body to suppress the toxins of the pathogen or to destruct the toxin, to destruct into the pathogen structure we are in. So this is comes under the second line of the immunity we are taking. So it is crossing means it is protecting the body. Okay. So these two are occurs. That means the first line of the immunity and the second line of the immunity is occurs. These two reactions are occurs into the fastly, a rapid reaction these are, and non-specific reactions now. These are we are taking means non-specific reactions. These are the non-specific immune reactions we are taking. So commonly these are involving. Next, we are getting the third line of the immunity. This is the slow reaction compared to the this. Slow means compared to the first line and the second line. It is occurs into the slowly. The reaction is occurs into the slowly. The resultant is occurs into the slowly, and it produces into the specific antibodies here. So specific antibodies against to that of the antigen, the particular antigenic particle or the pathogenic particle. So that means the pathogen, whether it is crosses into the first line and the second line, it is prevented by the third line of the immunity. So these are called as the lines of the immunity. First line, second line, and the third line of the immunity. So in this, the third line of the immunity is a specific. The first and the second line is the non-specific immunities we are taking it. Next one, cells of the immunity. Okay, like this, the immunity is forming into the number of stages. Then what type of the cells they are involving to performing into these immune reactions means. So basically we are taking the three types of the cells majorly involving the immunity system. They are the lymphocytes, phagocytes, auxiliary cells we are taking means. So lymphocytes we are taking. Lymphocytes. So these are nothing but as a form of the leukocytes only, and they are developing or they are producing, they are synthesizing from the lymphatic tissue. So that we call as the lymphocytes. Okay. These are the one form of the leukocyte, WBC cells only in the blood, and they are generated and they are synthesizing from the lymphatic tissues. So that these are called as the lymphocytes. So generally the lymphocytes we are taking means basically they are involving into the immunity system. Two types, they are the B cells and the T cells. B lymphocytes and the T lymphocytes we called. Commonly called as the B cells, and the T cells are the B lymphocytes and the T lymphocytes. So what is meant by the B lymphocytes means the lymphatic cells, those who are producing in the bone marrow. So those who are synthesizing the bone marrow, or in the case of the birds we are taking means birds of Africa. So there the cells, the lymphatic cells, whatever they are producing, they comes under they are called as a B cells here. And T cells means the cells which are synthesizing, which are maturating into the thymus gland. So they are called as a T lymphocytes we call. So what is the basic functions of these B cells and the T cells means the B cells are producing the antibodies. These are involving into the immunity by the production of the antibody against to that of the antigen. That is the specific immunity. Humoral immunity process is involving. They are involving into the humoral immunity process now. The B cells are involving into the humoral immunity. That means specific antibodies are producing against to that of the pathogens or the antigens here. Then we are taking the T cells. T cells again we are differentiating into the majorly we are taking four categories are there. In that the basic two types we are discussing. TH cells and the TC cells, or these are also called the TK cells. The other two types we are taking TS cells and the TD cells. So these are also presented. T lymphocytes we are taking, but the basic varieties we are taking are TH cells and the TC cells. And these are also present TK cells, T killer cells and the T cytotoxic cells we are. The T lymphocytes we are taking on the surface of the T cells, there is a glycoprotein molecule is presented on the surface. Glycoprotein molecules are presented. These are called as a cluster of differentiation molecule. This is called as a cluster of differentiation molecule, or generally called as CD molecule. So whether we are taking the TH cell or T helper cells, okay, they contain the CD4 markers. Okay, the cluster of molecules are the CD4 type. The TC cells we are taking is CD8 markers they are contained. So what is the use of this cluster of differentiation molecules? Means these are involving into the antigen processing. That means antigen recognition process with the help of MHC molecule, major histocompatibility complex. It is called as a major histocompatibility complex here. MHC molecule or major histocompatibility complex. Here the CD8 cells we are taking means these are having the MHC2 or the class 2 MHC molecules are having. The TC cells we are taking means MHC1 or the class 1 MHC complex they are having. So with the help of the MHC1 and the MHC2, the TH cells and the TC cells are exposing into the antigen to recognizing into the antigen presenting cells into the immune process we are taking. So like this, the TH cells are or the TC cells are involving into the immunity where these are the basic two major types of the cells are comes under the lymphocyte. Next one into the lymphocytes we are taking LNGs, large nucleated granular lymphocytes we call. Large nucleated granular lymphocytic cells. These are also called as the monocytes are forming. These are large nucleated granular leukocytic cells. These are forming into the monocytes. Generally these are called these are activated as the NK cells, natural killer cells, or these are involving into the tumor suppression. Either the tumors are forming or the cancer cells before entering into the tumor's formation. The cancer cells are developed before the tumor formation. The smaller cancer cells are suppressed by the LNGs only. Large nucleated granular leukocyte cells only we are taking. So these are the basic, the lymphocytic cells are forming into the, they are involving into the immunity. Okay, all these are the lymphocytes. Next one you are taking is phagocytes. Phagocytes. The phagocytes are again into the two types. Okay, so the they are the MMPs and the PMNs we are taking. Mononuclear polymorphic phagocytes. Mononuclear phagocytes here and the polymorphonuclear phagocytes here. So mononuclear phagocytes means nothing but as in these cells are having the only the one nucleus. Polymorphonuclear phagocytes means here the cells are having the nucleus becomes into the polymorphic into the nature, not into the only the single nucleus. They are forming into the different lobed structures are there into the nucleus. So the MMPs we are taking, mononuclear phagocytes we are taking, by their activation they are producing the histocytes. Generally the histocytes, Cooper cells into the liver, histocytes into the connective tissue, synovial cells into the synovial fluids. All these are nothing but as these are involving into the phagocytosis process. These are comes under the MMPs. All these are having a single nucleus, mononucleus only they are having. Okay, next one. PMNs we are taking, polymorphonuclear phagocytes we are taking. So neutrophils, basophils and eosinophils. These are the varieties of the WBC cells we know sir. So their nuclear material, the nucleus we are taking sir. So 2-lobed nucleus, 3-lobed nucleus, multi-lobed nucleus is presented. So that only these are called as a polymorphonuclear phagocytic cells. These are also involving into the allergic reaction, to suppression of the allergic reaction and as well as the phagocytosis process we are doing. Okay, these are also nothing but the amoeboidal form of the cells only involving the phagocytosis. Next one, axillary cells are presented. The axillary cells are the axillary cells are helps into the lymphocytes we are taking. So already lymphocytes we know that the lymphocytes are activated. That means the B cells activation and the T cells activation. So once we are taking the B cells and the T cells, so initially these are the immature cells. Once they are getting into the maturity, the B cells are differentiated into the two ways now. So one is into the plasma cells and another one is into the memory cells. B plasma cells, B memory cells are forming. Like that, the T cells also T memory cells and the T plasma cells are forming. So to differentiate these processes, these axillary cells are helps into the lymphocytes and their processes we are taking. So whether we are taking into the axillary cells, what the cells they comes under the axillary cells means antigen presenting cells we are taking. So basophils we are taking, mast cells, platelets, all these are comes under the axillary cells only. Okay, so antigen presenting cells are involved in the immune reaction we are taking, that is in the cell mediated immunity. APCs are involving here. And the basophils, mast cells and the platelets we are taking, sir. Inflammation mediator. These are secretes into the inflammation mediators are secreting. Inflammation mediators, that means the specific forms of the granules they are secreting into the these cells, basophils, mast cells and the platelets. So by this inflammation mediator, inflammation reactions are occurs in the body. So already we know that the inflammation is nothing but as one of the immune reaction against to that of the pathogen, to suppress into the pathogen activity. So those are conducting by these cellular secretions only. So like these, the axillary cells are involving to the immunity. So the lymphocytes, phagocytes, axillary cells, all these three types of the cells are involving into the immunity system here. Next one, immune organs. There are the two types of the immune organs are presented. That are the primary immune organs and the secondary immune organs here. What is meant by the primary immune organs means wherever these immunogen or the immune mediator cells are producing. Okay, these immune cells are producing. Like that, the lymphocytes, B cells, T cells, these cells from where to they are secreting, from where to they are producing. So those organs are generally called the primary lymphatic organs or the primary immune organs. Lymphatic organs are the immune organs because the lymphatic tissue only involving into the immunity process here. So this is called as a primary immune organ or the primary lymphatic organ. So what they comes under the primary lymphatic organ, the immune organ means bone marrow. So the connective tissue of the bone marrow, matrix of the bone marrow, the soft tissue of the bone marrow we are taking means the erythropoiesis or the totally hemopoiesis process is conducted we are taking. So this hemopoiesis process along with all different types of the blood cells, the lymphocytes also they are secreted here from the bone marrow. So bone marrow is acting as a primary immune organ or the primary lymphatic organ here. And the second one is called as a bursa fabrica in the birds we are taking. The bursa gland, the bursa fabrica gland we are taking from there. So tissues to the B cells are secreted or the B cells are producing into the birds we are taking. It is also called as a primary lymphatic organ. And the third one we call as a thymus. Thymus is also acting as a primary lymphatic organ. So from this thymus only T lymphocytes are secreting. Bone marrow and the bursa fabrica too, B cells are secreting here. B cells are producing from these two, and the T cells are producing from the thymus here. Like this, the B cells and the T cells are secreting from the primary lymphatic organ. The secondary lymphatic organ or the secondary immune organs means whatever it is the lymphatic cells they are produced from the primary. So they are into the immature and the inactive. We are taking immature and the inactive. These immature and the inactive cells, they are reaches along with the circulation of the blood, reaches into the certain form of the organs, and there they are maturating and activating. Functional activity they are attaining here. So those organs are called as secondary immune organs or the secondary lymphatic organs we call. So what are those? Spleen, lymph nodes and the mold. Mucus associated lymphatic tissue. Mucus associated lymphatic tissue means we can write it into the two components here. One is the Peyer's patches and other one is the tonsils. Tonsillates. Tonsils we are taking means, and the Peyer's patches into the intestine. Okay, Peyer's patches in the lymphatic patches, lymphatic tissue patches are present in the intestinal walls. So these two comes under the mucus associated lymphatic tissue. So what it is happened, whenever the circulation time, the spleen and the lymph nodes, suppose the antigens are enters into the body along with the body fluids or along with the blood. So these are going to circulating. The spleen and the lymph nodes are filtrating into those antigens, and they are activating into the lymphocytes and they are killing into those antigen particles. So here only, so the lymphocytes are sometimes they are stores and they are maturating and activating here according to the need of the immune system we are. So these are comes under the secondary lymphatic organs or the secondary immune organs we are taking. So next one we are taking means that the soluble mediators of the immunity. Soluble mediators of immunity we are taking means that the two components are comes under the soluble mediators of the immunity. So what are those? Complement proteins and the cytokines we are taking. So complement proteins are nothing but as a cell surface proteins. These are nothing but as a cell surface proteins, or these are nothing but as a inactive plasma proteins. That means on the surface of the nucleated cells of the body, all the nucleated cells of the body, you are taking means the protein, the plasma membrane. The cell is covered by the plasma membrane. On the surface of the plasma membrane, the protein molecules are producing. So those are nothing but as a complement proteins only. Complement proteins only. Generally these complement proteins they are producing the MAC we are taking means they are producing the MAC. So the MAC is nothing but as a membrane attack complex it is. Membrane attack complex are producing by the complements. So how the complement proteins are involving into the immunity means the complement proteins are involving into the humoral immunity, and these are recognizing into the infected cells or the antigen particles, and they secretes into the interferons. Okay, so these are involving into the activation of the T cells we are taking means activation of the T cells we are taking. So activation this, so complementation they are involving. So these complement proteins are involving into the complementation reactions into the humoral immune system we are taking. So these are the one of the soluble mediators of the immunity. Complement proteins. Surface of the plasma membrane of the all the nucleated cells are there contained. Next one is the cytokines here. So these are secreted by the T cells. T helper cells are secreting into the cytokines. Actually, the complement proteins are the bigger protein molecules, but the cytokines we are taking the smaller protein component. These are the smaller granules here, the smaller molecules these are. So these are secreted by the T cells. So whenever the T cells are activated by the immune reactions, that time these are secreting into the two types of the components. They are the interleukins and the interferons. Interleukins are secreting and the interferons are secreting here. So interleukins, generally we take into the interleukin 1, it reaches into the brain. Okay, the interleukin 1s are reaches into the brain, and these are involving into the cell mediated immunity and the humoral immunity. both the immune process are involving into the interleukins. We are taking this. Next one, the interferons. The interferons are nothing but as a antiviral proteins. So these are also called as an antiviral protein. That means whenever the viral infection is occurs, virus is infected in the body, virus enters into the body, those infected cells are stimulated into the secretions of the interferons. That time the TH cells are secretes into the interferons. They are the alpha, beta and the gamma interferons are generally they are secreting. Alpha, beta and the gamma interferons are secreting. So these are acting as an agonist to that of the viral particles here. So these two are the soluble mediators of the immunity. And not only these two, the third one is the antibodies are producing. Okay, the antibodies are producing here. The antibodies. Here we are taking the antibodies are nothing but the specific protein molecules which are produces. So specific proteins produces by the body by the immune reactions we are doing, by the activity of the immune system we are. So these specific proteins, so whether we are taking the antibodies are nothing but as a polypeptidal chains are forming into the antibodies. Two types of the polypeptidal chains are forming into the antibody. Generally we are taking into the antibodies either they are into the Y-shaped in the structure or they are into the T-shaped into the structures we are there. T-shaped structures or the Y-shaped structures are forming into the antibody. So in that too we are taking the two types of the chains are presented. H chain, this is the H chain and these are into the L chains here. H chain and the L chain. That means heavy chain and the light chain. That means heavy chain polypeptides, the number of amino acids together forming the polypeptidal chain. Heavy chain polypeptide and the light chain polypeptides are forming. So among these polypeptidal chains, again these are forming into the number of domains are presented. So based on the heavy chain polypeptides, these antibodies are commonly called as the immunoglobulins. So chemical nature of these polypeptidal chains are these proteins we are taking globin proteins. These are nothing but as a globin proteins only, globin protein molecules. So these are called as a immunoglobulins here. And these globins are having into the number of domains are presented. Generally the light chain is having the 2 domains and the heavy chains we are taking these are having into the 3 domains in some, the 5 domains into the 4 domains into the some of them they are having into the heavy chains we are taking. Then here there are the 2 regions are presented into the antibodies. They are the FAB region and the FC region here. FAB region and FC region. FAB region is called as a variable region. FC region is called as a constant region. FAB region is varies with the one immunoglobulin with the another immunoglobulin. Whether we are taking into the immunoglobulin or antibodies based on the H chains, these are into the 5 types. They are the IgG, IgM, IgA, IgD, IgE. That means gamma, muta, alpha, delta, epsilon. Based on into the heavy chain polypeptides we are doing the immunoglobulins are differentiated these 5 groups we are doing. In these among IgG we are taking into the IgG, IgD, IgE. These are into the monomers, monomeric forms these are. That means only the one antibody is forming on the surface we are taking. And we are taking the IgA, it is into the dimer form. So it is the dimer form. and the ICM we are taking inside it is the pentamer form here. So either with the dimer or the pentamer, these antibody monomer units are combined with the J chain here, joining chain, or it is called as a J chain structure. So like this, the antibodies are having these 5 groups based on into the H chain, that is a heavy chain we are taking, sir. H chains and the L chains we are taking, sir. In between the H chain and the L chain, disulfide bridges are forming, or the disulfide bonds are forming to standing into these polypeptide chains. Here the variability is presented into these region, L chain region only, in these domains. Okay, these domains, these subdomains are forming into the variations into the antibody. So this region is called as a antibody determining region. This is called as a antibody determining region. So the antibody specific region here, it is also called as a paratope. This is also called as a paratope region. That means where the antibody is going to bind with the antigen, that region is called as a paratope region. Okay. So this is also soluble form. So these protein molecules are also soluble forms of the body we are taking. Next one, the antigens we are taking. Antigens are also a specific molecules into the soluble forms in the body we are taking, sir. These antigens are also a specific protein molecules from either into the bacteria, virus, or whatever it may be you are taking. So their surface molecules are forming into the protein molecules, or the specific molecules are forming, lipoprotein molecules or protein molecules are forming into the antigen. So these antigens are the antigen determination sites are presented. Antigenic determination site is presented here. This antigenic determination site is called as a epitope. This is called as a epitope region. The antibody determination site is called as the paratope region, and the antigen determination site is called as the epitope region. So these two are the complementary to each other. So that only the antigen antibody reaction is becomes into the specific here. So configuration, both are having into the similar configuration. Then only the specific antigen is binds with the specific antibody here. Why? The epitope, so configuration, when it is similar to that of the paratope configuration, then only antigen antibody reactions are forming here. So the antigens are occurs in the body as in this form we are taking. These are all comes under the soluble mediators of the immunity. These are involving in the immune system we are taking. Next one, in this immunity system, what type of the immune reactions are conducted? How the immune system is involving into the immunity, the different conditions we are taking, sir. Hypersensitivity disorders are forming, autoimmune disorders are forming, and the graft rejections are also forming. So first of all, the hypersensitivity disorders. So the immunity system we are taking, sir, hyperimmune reactions are forming. Hyperimmune reactions are forming. What is mean by the hyperimmune reactions means, suppose the one person is went to the new places, there the antigenic particles are generally these are called as the allergic particles. Hypersensitivity reactions are nothing but as a allergic reactions only. The allergens, whatever it is the allergens, they may be the dust particles, pollutant particles, or whatever it may be. These allergens, when they are enters into the body, in our body, histoproteins are secreting. Histamine is secreted here. So Histogens are secreted. So these histogen secretions are occurs. Histogen secretions are histogen and the serotonin secretions are producing. Estrogen and the serotonin secretions are forming. So these estrogen and serotonin secretions are leads to the hypersensitivity reactions, like that is continuously sneezing, coughing. Okay, so hypersensitive and allergic formation, that is so rashes are forming on the skin surface. All these are comes under the hypersensitivity reaction. That means the immune system is hyperly reactivating than to the normal state. That is called as a hypersensitivity reaction. So this leads into the disorders here. These are leads into the, sometimes the hypersensitivity reactions are sudden, the hypersensitivity reactions are into the maximum. It reaches into the anaphylaxis, anaphylactic shock, anaphylaxis state. That state, because of the hypersensitivity reactions, the death is also occurs into the organism or into the humans we are taking. So to take into the hypersensitivity reaction, generally what type of the drugs we are using means antihistamine drugs we are using. Okay, these antihistamine drugs we are using, or the steroid drugs are using, or cortisol drugs are we are using. Cortisol, steroid or the antihistamine drugs are using to reduce into the hypersensitivity disorders here. Okay, to reduce in the hypersensitivity. Next one is the autoimmune disorders. What is meant by the autoimmune disorder means sometimes our immune system, our own body cells are not differentiated. It is not able to recognize these are into our own body cells. So differentiation of the body cells are failed by the immunity system. So that time our immune system, our own body cells is treated as a foreign party or the pathogens. That time it leads into the autoimmune disorders are forming. Example you are taking rheumatoid arthritis, Graves disease, myasthenia gravis, Edison disease. All these are comes under the autoimmune disorders only. There specifically the tissues are going to damages here. Graves disease or the rheumatoid arthritis, these are we are taking the connective tissues are going to degraded or the destructed or inflamed here in the autoimmune. So to suppress or to getting into the protection from the autoimmune disorders, generally we are using the medicines, those are the immunosuppressors are using. What type of the drugs we are using means immunosuppressor drugs are we are using here. So these are comes under the autoimmune disorders. Next one is the graft resections. What is mean by the graft means either the cells or the tissues or organs. Cells, tissues or organs transfer from the one person to the another person. That process is called as a grafting or the transplantation. So whatever we are taking, that is called as a graft. So the process is called as a transplantation. In this transplantation, so whatever it is a graft, either the cells, tissue or the organ. So once the donor is received, so it is not suitable in their immunity system. The immune system of the donor, the immunity system of the receptor is not accepted. So that time what it is happening means graft resection is occurs. The immune system is resecting into that particular graft, either the cell, tissue or the organs. For example, you are taking into the tissue grafting or the organ grafting or the cellular grafting. For example, blood transmissions here. Blood transmission. So sometimes that means in the operation condition, so at the time of the operation, to prevent the loss of the blood, we are transmitting into the blood from the donor to the recipient. The same group of the blood we are transmitted, even though sometimes the recipients are getting into the allergic reaction or the grafting reactions are they are getting. Sometimes we are transplanting the certain organs like that as a liver. Okay, so some of the tissues, skin, these are we are grafting here. We are transplanting into the grafting process. So at that time, those grafted tissues are rejected. That means those cells are going to degrade. These are not accepted by the recipient immune system here. Why it is means, suppose we are taking the blood transmission. After the receiving of the blood, we are taking into the blood. So we are getting into the itching or the allergic reaction into the body, because the immunity system is going to activate it. The differences are present in the donor and the recipient, their genetical makeup of the particular tissues or the cells. For example, blood cells group is same, but the genetical makeup of in these blood cells and the recipient blood cells are the different. So automatically what it is happening means the immune reactions are started. It leads into the graft rejection here. Like it is the same into the tissues or into the liver or whatever it may be. These conditions are called as a graft rejection. It is also occurs because of the immune system. So to prevent it into the graft rejection after the operations, okay. So what we are doing means immunosuppressor drugs are we are using for lifetime. So we are not going to stop into these immunosuppressing drugs whether the grafts are rejected. We are using into for the lifetime process here. So these are comes under the immune system. So other alternative reactions of the immunity system we are there. Then we are taking into the mechanism of the immunity. So whether you are taking to the mechanism of the immunity system is immunity reactions are involved in occurs into the two mechanisms. One is the humoral immunity and second one is the cell mediated immunity we are taking means. So these are the two types of the immunity process are undergoes into the immune reactions. They are the humoral immunity and the cell mediated immunity. So whether you are taking to the humoral immunity, in this humoral immunity, antibody product, this is a specific immune reaction. Antibody production is occurs into the humoral immunity we are taking this. And the cell mediated immunity, the specific cells are involving into the immune reaction. It is called as a cell mediated immunity. One by one can be discussed into the humoral immunity mechanism and the cell mediated immunity mechanism we are doing. The first of all humoral immune mechanism. So how it is means, suppose the antigen, this is called as a free antigen. This green color one is called as a free antigen. Once the antigen enters into the body, free antigen enters, it is circulating into the body fluids. So in the body, that time the free antigen is recognizing by the B cells here. They are trapped by the B cells. B cells are the surface markers of the B cells. That is surface protein markers of the B cells they are binds with in this antigen. B cells are having into the antibodies. These are the specific antibodies to this antigen. That time antigen antibody reaction is occurs. This antigen is enters. These are taken into the inside of the B cells, mature B cells, and processing here. It is undergoing into the processing. So this is called as the antigen processing. So antigen, free antigen is enters into the cytoplasm and it is converting. Processing is nothing but as a modification of the antigenic particle. Their configurational change is called as the processing here. Once the configurational change is occurs, the mature B cells are exposing into these antigen, this green color one antigen here. So these are exposing into this antigen towards the outside. So to the T cells, to recognizing into to bind to the T cells, these are exposing into the outside here with the help of MHC2 complex here. Already we discussed the MHC2 complex is presented into the lymphocytic cells. They are the MHC1 and the MHC. So the B cells we are taking the MHC2 complex is presented here. This MHC2 complex, with the help of the MHC2 complex, processed antigen is exposed to the outside of the B cells. Once the B cell is exposed, automatically the T helper cells are recognizing into this exposure the processed antigen, and with the help of the TCR. TCR means T cell receptor or T cell surface receptor. These T cell receptors, these are the black color one is a T cell receptor, and this is called as a, already we know that CD molecules are cluster of differentiation molecules are presented into the T cell. CD4 and the CD8 we are discussed. The CD4 markers are presented into the T cell. the CD4 markers are able to bind with the MHC2 complex, so that the TH cells and as well as the B cells, mature B cells are both are combining, joining here with the help of antigen, processed antigen. So in this case, by the stimulation of the antigenic particles, the chemical reactions are these antigenic stimulations, the TH cells are activated and these are forming into the two forms. Memory cells are forming and the plasma cells are also forming. Two types of the T cells are forming, so that the memory cells and the plasma cells. The plasma cells are involving in the immune reactions. So here what it is happening is the plasma cells of the TH cells is activate and these are secrete. They are starting the secretions of the interleukins here. These are the one type of the cytokines only. Okay, a soluble protein molecules here. These interleukins are secreted by the activity of the interleukins. These activity, so these are going to combine with the in this part here. So that means the surface of the B cells, the receptor particles are presented. Here we are taking the sheet. Here we are taking half circle. Receptor molecule is presented. This receptor molecule is interact with the interleukin. It is received into the interleukin. By this interleukin, so this receptor molecule is receiving. When it is received into the in this interleukin, by their activity, the B cell, matured B cells is becomes proliferated as a two forms. One is into the memory cells and other one is again into the plasma cell here. Okay, plasma cell is forming. The plasma cell, memory cell is going to the immunological memory. The plasma cell is going to secrete into the antibodies here. The specific antibody against to that of the these antigens, it's secreted by this plasma cell here. So like this, the antibody is going to combine with the antigen and involving into the agglutination process, neutralization process, so oxidation process and the complementation process. Like this, a different process of the humoral immune reactions are carried out by in these plasma cells here. So this is called as a humoral immunity mechanism. This is comes under the humoral immunity. Okay, so these are the reactions are undergoes into the humoral immunity. Antigen, antibody. What are those? Neutralization, oxidation, clumping, agglutination, complementation. So these are all the reactions are occurs in the humoral immunity. The resultant of the humoral immunity are antigen antibody reactions. Next one is the cell mediated immunity. Humoral immunity is the specific immunity system. So specific antibodies are producing against that of the specific antigens here. So how many types, how many number of the antigens are there? Definite number of the antibodies are producing here. But it occurs into the slowly in the process in the body. But after entering of the pathogens, immediately to responding into the immunity system, it carried out into the non-specific immunity, that is called as the cell-mediated immunity occurs here. So in this cell-mediated immunity we are taking so whether the antigen molecule, the free antigen, this is called as the exogenous or the extracellular antigen, and the intracellular antigen. Exogenous antigen or the endogenous antigen we call. Okay, extracellular, that means outside of the cell. Exogenous antigen. And here we are taking antigen is presented into the, here antigen is into the inside the cell. Here the antigen is into the outside the cell we are taking. So antigen when it is the outside, the exogenous antigens are there. That time the cells are attached into the our body cells. These cells are called as APCs, that is antigen presenting cells here. These are called as antigen presenting cells. Exogenous antigens are attached by the antigen presenting cells. They are recognizing by the antigen presence. Once the antigen presenting cells is taken into the antigen and it is processed into the APC and exposed to the outside. They are exposed to the outside like that as a B cells only. Like that as a B cells, how they are exposing. These cells are also exposing into the outside with the help of the MHC MHC2 complex here, because MHC2 complex is there into the mast cells are having, macrophages are having, basophils are having. These cells are also showing into the MHC complexes here. So the APC cells are also exposing the antigen with the help of the MHC2 complex here. So once it is exposing to the MHC2 complex, the MHC2 complex is recognizing by the what type of the cells ma? TH cells only. TH cells are having into the this marker cells with the CD4 markers. CD4 marker cells are presented. So with the help of this CD4 marker, the TH cells are coming and combines with the APC cells, and these are exposing, they are combined with the antigen here. Antigen combined with the TH. So because of the antigen activity, the TH cells are releasing into the interleukins here. Interleukins are releasing as usually like that as a humoral immunity. Then these interleukins is going to activate into the TC cells here. TC cells also again the two forms, effector cells and the memory cells are forming. TC cells also like that as the TH cells. TH cells, plasma cells, memory cells, how they are produced. Here these are also forming into the effector cells and the memory cells are forming. Effector cells further they are modified as a CTLs here. Cytotoxic lymphocytes are forming. Effector cells are becomes converted as a cytotoxic lymphatic cells are forming. So here the TC cells. So how these are activated means because of the interleukin, those who are secreted by the TC cells. So TC cells are secreted into the interleukin. These interleukins are activated into the TC cells here. TH cells are secreting the interleukin. These are activated into the TC cells. So at this time, already suppose the endogenous antigens are present. These are the exogenous antigens. Suppose the endogenous antigen, that means sometimes the antigenic particle, virus or the bacteria, whatever it may be, they are directly enters into the cell and they are performing into their antigenicity. So that type of the antigens are called as the endogenous antigens, not into the outside. They are directly enters into the, they are infected into the cells of the body. Those antigens are endogenous. Endogenous antigen is also undergoes into the processing by the in these cells. Okay, these cells are called as a ASCs. That means altered self cells here. Altered self cells. That means because of the viral infection or antigenic infection, what it is happened, these cells are altered their morphological structures here. So these are called as ASCs here. Altered self cells here. So these cells are exposing into the antigen. Outside they are exposing with the help of the MHC1 complex here. These are having into the MHC1 complex. MHC1 complex is recognizing by the TC cells CD marker 8. CD8 marker is recognizing by the MHC complex here. MHC complex is recognizing only by the CD8 marker. So once the CD8 marker, because of the CD8 marker, the TC cell is combined with the antigen in the ASC cell, and the TC cells both are coming together and combined with each other, and this antigen is recognizing with the TC cell. So once the TC cell recognizing the antigen, because of the antigen activity, the influence of the antigen, the TC cell is proliferated as a two forms. One is into the memory cell, TC memory cells. TC, that is T cytotoxic cells, memory cells are producing, and the TC plasma cells are forming, these are called as a T cytotoxic, these are called as a cytokinin cells here. So cytotoxic T lymphocytes, these are TCLs, these are called as TCLs. These are the active cells here. So TCLs is nothing but as a cytotoxic T lymphocytic cells are formed. These cytotoxic T lymphocytes are into the active, functionally active. These are the memory cells. These cytotoxic T lymphocytes are secretes into the two types of the secretions are releasing. Why? Because of the antigen. Because of the antigen activity, these are secretes into the two types of the secretions are released. What are those secretions? Means perforins are secreting and the granulocytes are producing here. Perforins are producing and the granulocytes are producing. So these perforins are, when these are releasing the TCLs, these perforins are going to the infected cells. They are enters into the infected, the surface of the infected. Already we know that the complement cells are, complement proteins are there. We have discussed in the soluble mediator. Complement proteins are there. The complement proteins are recognizing into the these perforins here. Perforins are perforins are forming into the plasma membrane. So they are forming into the pores are forming. Porations are occurs here with the help of ECF. ECF here. So ECF is nothing but as a eosinophil. So chemotoxic factor here. Okay, so eosinophil chemotoxic factor. With the help of the eosinophil chemotoxic factor, what it is in porphyrin? So they are forming into the pores are forming into the infected cells. So once the pores are forming on the surface of the plasma membrane, so all the entire infected cell is having into the pores here. So once the pores are formed, immediately these CTLs are secreting into the granulocyte enzyme. Granulocyte enzymes are secreted. So these are the smaller granulated enzymatic molecule. So these granulocyte enzymes are enters into the through the pores, they are enters into the infected cell. Once they are enters into the infected cell, so these are undergoing into some chemical reaction into the infected cell. So once they are undergoes into the infected cell, the certain chemicals are releasing. The infected cell is going to swelling and finally it is going to blasted here. Okay, it is going to bursted or the blasted. Once it is going to blasted, it results into the apoptosis here. So it leads into the apoptosis. The cell is going to degrade here. Okay, so this is the condition is called as a apoptosis condition. Apoptosis is occurs into the cell mediated immunity. This is the mechanism of the cell mediated immunity. So these are humoral immunity and this is the mechanism of the cell mediated immunity. Next one, regarding to the immune system. What type of the diseases are occurring? What are the diseases are? They are reducing into the immunity means in that basically we are taking HIV. HIV we are taking human immunovirus. Okay, or it leads into the AIDS. So what is happening to the HIV infection means acquired immunodeficiency is occurs. It leads into the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome is forming. Syndrome means nothing but as a characters or the disorders are forming. So what are the acquired immunities? Acquired immunity means so whatever it is the immune power we are getting in the lifespan, the life cycle. So after the birth, there comes under the acquired immunity. So the acquired immunity is going to degrading here. That means the HIV molecule, these are the pathogens here. The pathogens. So these pathogens are, they are destructing into the TH cells. Mostly we are taking means acquired immunity is majorly involving into the TH cells only. These TH cells are going to degrade into the continuous. Once the TH cells are going to degrade or destructed, what it is happened? It leads into the humoral immunity and both into the cell mediated immunity is not performing into the properly. So cell mediated immunity also TH cells are involving. Humoral immunity also TH cells are involving. TH cells are the major cells into the both the types of the immunity. So totally the TH cells when they are going to destructed by the HIV, human immunovirus. Okay, so it leads into the loss of the immunity or the total immunity power into the human body is going to decreases automatically. A different types of the pathogens are attacking and it leads to the different diseases are forming. So that is the condition is called as the AIDS. So AIDS we are taking means so these are having the different stages are presented. Initially, so asymptomatic stage, incubation stage and symptomatic stage is there, and the structure we are taking means the outer the glycoprotein molecules are presented, in the core we are taking inner the two single cell or RNA molecules are presented as a genetic material. So outer core we are taking means so GP120 and the GP41 glycoprotein molecules are forming. Protein layer is presented. The core single cell or protein molecules are presented. That is the structure of the AIDS we are taking. So that we can be discussing the human diseases, human health and the diseases there we can be. So here we are taking means what is the major aim of the AIDS, HIV virus means these are decreasing into the immunity, these are disrupting into the immunity and leads into the different diseases. Different pathogenic attacks are causing because of the decreasing of the immunity here. So this is comes under the disorders of the immune system here. Okay, these are regarding to the immune system. Sometimes in our body cells, autoimmune disorders, it leads at the some of the body cells forming the cancer cells are forming. So it leads into the tumor formation. So tumors are forming. So malignant and the benign tumors are forming. These malignant and the benign tumors, harmful and the harmless tumors. Okay, so these tumors, overall the tumors are nothing but as cancer is nothing but as cancer cells are nothing but as uncontrolled form of the cellular division is called as a cancer. So cell division is not controlled by the body continuously going to dividing the continuous cell division is continuously without regulating is going to divide, that is condition is called as a cancer. So what it is having, tumors are forming. So these tumors, earlier before formation of the tumors or the cancer cell formation, the NK cells are involving to suppress into the cancer cells and to degrade into the tumors, the tumor tissue in the body. That means in these cells are also suppressed or degraded by the immune system. These are regarding to the immunity we are taking.